So I'm joined by the wonderful Mr. Oldroyd, who is a director backstage at the NYFA Set Ready course 2018. Q&A already done. How did you find it with the students?
Great. They're very responsive. They're clearly all very bright and capable, and that's why they're here, obviously. You know.
Yeah.
And I think the great thing is that they have now met each other and can make work together from off the back of this, which is brilliant.
Yeah. How important would you say it is, especially starting out, to make your own work and to build that portfolio?
It's everything. No one's going to do it for you.
Exactly.
You know, and actually, you may not know what you want to do, but you'll find that out by trial and error. And the only way you can do it is by actually attempting to make something, I would say. And so having all of these friendships and connections made is a great start.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Obviously, Lady Macbeth, massive hit. What went into the preparation for that? So as a director, what processes would you use before you get onto set? Is there a timeline or?
Well, we didn't have very much time to shoot it. We had 24 days.
Oh, wow.
So actually, the prep was everything. We did have a lot of time in advance to really make sure we knew how we wanted to put the film together. Because I suppose in that sense, that time was the least expensive time. You know, all of the sort of months and months of development and research and preparation. Then we could be really clear when we came to shoot it in 24 days how to do that quickly.
Yeah.
And then we had a reasonably good amount of editing time. So
Yeah, and with rehearsal time, you have like literally next to nothing on set, really.
well, we had a few days before.
Yeah. So it's really interesting. In terms of directing, is there any other tips and things that you would say to people as they're starting out to do? Is there any other skills they can pick up to utilise whilst they're a director? Is it worth learning how to edit their own stuff, maybe? Or is there anything else that you think, actually, this is really useful?
Yeah, I mean, if you could do that, I think the key thing, for me anyway, was really working out where to put the camera and why it goes there rather than another place. So if you can begin to think, there's a scene in the script you're going to make.
Yeah.
Well, think about where are you watching it from, and then try it out. You could get a couple of plastic figures or like two objects and or you get some mates to try it out, and then just try different camera positions, and then see what the effect is. And you can do it if you can get hold of a computer you have or a mate's computer, and then just try and assemble it roughly with iMovie or something. Then you can begin to see. You can teach yourself by trial and error. I would say that's the best thing to do. Yeah,
and once you kind of get that right, eventually things snowball and more work comes, and eventually down the line, bigger people like BAFTA come knocking. You've had a bit of an experience recently with that, haven't you?
Well, yeah, we were really well supported by BAFTA because they saw Florence's talent and put her forward as a breakthrough Brit, which is so well deserved, I think. She's such a great actor, a great person. She was brilliant in Lady Macbeth, and will go on to be even better, you know. And Fowler, who's our producer, Alice, who wrote the screenplay for Lady Macbeth, you know, the three of us were all recognised in the debut category, which is terrific. So,
congratulations.
Yeah, and they're a great charity doing good work in terms of access as well, getting people into the industry, helping people then also reach out to the wider world, to America especially. I was able to go with BAFTA to America and screen the film and do some Q&As. It was great.
That's really amazing. Yeah. And I suppose from your little team that you all got nominated, you've now got a little network together, a little team.
Yeah.
How important would you say building your network is, especially as a director? Do you need to have a team that you work with regularly, or is it nice to find new people?
Well, I'd like to, because we now have, we know each other, we've become friends, we have a sort of common understanding, we've developed a sort of common language together, we know how we like to work, and so I think it makes sense to continue from that place rather than to start afresh.
Yeah, for sure. Any last bits of advice or anything in particular you found about the NYFA course today that you thought was particularly impressive?
Well, the range of talent, obviously. I mean, I think these guys are full of ideas, and that's the key thing. That is their true value, which is they have the ideas. I think that there is now an opportunity to make work more easily with the availability of technology and so on. You know, that's not going to actually be an obstacle anymore. But what is lacking, I suppose, is the originality of ideas, and that's what they have.
Yeah.
So all the ideas are down there, and it's great that in this course you can actually help them to work out how to put them into action. It's great.
Just finally, when it comes to directing, sometimes you've got to like overcome problems and techniques. In terms of like a mindset for it, would you say it's just one of them where you've just got to keep going, or is there like a certain tactic that you'd use to kind of work a way around certain things?
I don't think you should think like that. I think if you try to sort of end game it, you're in trouble. If you try and do something to have a particular effect, that you just got to make the work you want to make, that you feel very strongly about, that you have a passion for, in your own way, by trial and error, expect to really fail in that, and that's why it's great to sort of make short films if you can, in an inexpensive way. Just keep going, and I think at some point you'll start to work out what it is that you like, what it is that you feel that where your strengths are, and then you can build up a body of work and bring more and more people into that to help you to make it better and better.
Yeah, awesome. William, thank you so much for joining us. See you very soon.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.